last year. It was a rebound year, but came up just a little bit short. How much does that sting going into this year, and what do you girls have to do to make sure you reach that next step?
Well, there's always room for improvement, and it only makes us work harder. Just coming short of the tournament last year, it was a blow, but it also gives us something to work hard for. We want to come back strong and get into the tournament.
How do you see this team shaping out? Are you going to be a team that just hits and offensively, the offense carries you guys to victories? Do you see a team as the pitching will carry you guys? How do you kind of see yourself winning some of these games?
I see us all chipping in and we're a pretty thorough team. I think we have the depth in pitching with 3 returners and a new incoming pitcher who's helping us out just as much as the returners. And we have the hitting and we have the fielding, we have everything. We just need to put it together, and I know we can do well. So,
as a pitcher, you can kind of answer this, and with speed, they just talked about having speed on, and when you're on defense, it kind of puts you on your toes. Now you guys have a little speed in your lineup. As a pitcher, first off, what does it mean when there's a speedy person on base? How much does that change your approach to what you're trying to focus on?
For myself, it does, expanding on what Steph said, it does put more pressure on the defensive end. And I know the fact that we have speed now, it's going to be a more interesting game. It's gonna make the other team work a little bit harder to get their outs as well, as us. Because I know as a pitcher, when there's speed up at bat, or if there's a slapper on first or something, it does put that little extra pressure in general. So I think it's great that we have that now and that we can, kind of come back and do the same thing.
As a pitcher, talk a little bit about having a senior co-captain behind the plate and how much she's going to help not only the staff but the whole team in general. I mean, they always say the catcher is the backbone of any defense, so how much is she going to help?
Hugely. Deanie being behind the plate, I mean, this will be I'm going to my 3rd season with pitching to Deanie. So obviously, you have that kind of bond with your catcher, as I'm sure any team does. And just being on the same wavelength as your catcher, really, it puts a lot of it takes a lot of the stress off, because you're on the same page. She can call pitches that I would have called, and it's easy to pitch. It makes it a lot better. I like it.
Take a little bit of the thinking out of it, knowing that you're on the same page.
Out of it. Yeah, a lot of no more stress. It's great. I love it. I think Deanie, being behind the plate and also being a senior in general, she has that experience, and it shows.
Is there a different mentality this year, maybe even swagger about this team than there was in years past?
Swagger. Years past, no. I think every year you wanna do better than your last. It doesn't matter if you're number 1 or you're last. Every year there's always room for improvement, and there's always room to get better. And I think this year is the same. We could always be doing something better, always working harder, always getting further. And yes, it feels good to win, and I think that we know now we can do it, and we just want to be better. So.
You said there's always areas where you can improve. Was there one area when you look back at last season that stood out as, okay, if we were just a little bit better in that one particular aspect, then maybe we would have made the tournament?
I think, in general, I think we gave it our best, and there, like I said earlier, there's always room for improvement in every area, whether it's pitching or fielding or hitting. It doesn't matter. There's always room for improvement, and we work hard at it every day, and I know we can do better, and I know we will do better. So.
It seems like this is a pretty close-knit group. I know you're only a junior, and obviously everyone wants to win, but being that you're that close-knit group, how much more important is it to help the seniors get to that conference championship, being that you were so close last year?
I think it's important for all of us, freshmen as well as seniors. I mean, we obviously that is our goal here. We want to get to the tournament. We want to do well in the tournament, and I think helping everyone out is important, as well as seniors, because I'm sure they want to for the last year. But even being a junior, we all want it just as bad. So.
What's going to be your go-to pitch this year?
My go-to pitch. I've been working a lot with curve and screw inside out, so I think that'll be good. Yeah, it's been working for me for a long time, so that's my go-to.
Further questions? If you'd like to think